guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fast from Kyuujin, and today we are back at you guys with Nassau, episode 2 from first season.
Last episode we were introduced to a bunch of characters. You got Captain Flint, who's looking after Lorca
Deluma. Yeah.
Anyway, a big ship with a lot of money.
5 million.
Yeah, worth 5 million. He has been on this quest for a few months. He has not been telling his crew about it because he didn't trust them.
No.
Which means that, you know, they've been going from ship to ship with barely any profits from those raids.
They were not really happy about it.
Yeah, and they were talking about replacing him. So he had to convince them at the end of the episode to, you know, follow him once again. So he gave them a little bit of information, kind of planned a farce, because really the guy that he ended up killing, the guy who wanted to replace him, was not the one that stole a page that's missing, a page that could lead him to his ship. But he pretended he did steal that page, got the guy killed, and showed everyone that he was strong. So now they are on board, they'll be going after that ship. He got a cook on his ship now that does have the page. He's trying to find a buyer for it because he knows now it's worth a lot. And that page is on its way to be sold to a certain Captain Vane, who also wants to replace Flint as, you know, the biggest earner, the best captain, the captain.
He wants to be the guy
In Nassau, where they do their deals. We got Mrs. Gunn, what's her name?
Eleanor Guthrie.
Guthrie, thank you. Eleanor?
Yeah.
I'm bad with names, I'm sorry. She, her father was, I think we was taken. I don't think he's dead, but he looked dead. So she might be in charge now of the place, and she knows how to handle pirates, but there's a lot of stuff happening, and they are coming for those places where pirates roam free and make their deals. So she's got to be on her guard.
Yep. There's a war coming, guys.
There's a war coming, and Flint is talking about being the king of the outlaws, so we'll see how that goes. But we have a mission, we have deals happening, we have lies, we have relationships. There's a lot, and I'm excited about this episode. So let's jump in this one, see what happens next. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes. Check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions, and let's
go, guys. Now, we do remember where we've seen Billy. Is Dickon from Game of Thrones?
He's Dickon from Game of Thrones! And he's also in Umbrella Academy, which we have not seen yet.
No,
but
not yet.
He's in it.
When my father still lived here, this place was a fucking mess. Men just threw their shit in the streets. Wonder if he didn't notice everyone living like animals, or if he just didn't care.
Why all this talk of your father?
A man of war was spotted yesterday.
They say he's been arrested.
What if Scott is downstairs right now, waiting to give me the news? The British are back. Decamp from Nassau. Then they blockade the island, choke off trade. Soldiers will storm the beach. By the time the smoke clears, my father will have arrived, waving the royal commission that his bribes purchased and lording over the place.
He's in charge, but she's doing the job. She's there with the people.
Yeah.
Finally, all is right again in Nassau.
Perhaps you can buy this place.
Max could be your partner.
So maybe not working together, but just friends. Really good friends.
Where is he?
Says he wants to be the first one Flint sees when it's done. Prize master's in the tent.
It kind of looks like he's a moody captain just doing his thing, and they're doing damage control. Hope you don't regret, you know, standing by his side.
I understand your excitement, but do we really think it is a good idea to open up what are depleted reserves and start spending money we haven't earned yet?
He's right, but he just lit a fire under their feet. They're excited.
Jesus, what did I do?
You chose a side.
You gave him time to make up a plan. Hopefully, that plan will succeed.
The thing is, if they fail, he's gonna be punished along with them.
You mustn't steal.
It wasn't no thief, Randall.
Some of them don't believe it. Okay.
Not now.
Not right now, yeah. They just had a good fight, they're excited.
Whoever stole it came back to read the log, find out exactly what it was they had. Well, it can't be one of our men. How would they have known to look for it? And the men taken from the prize were all searched. What?
Not the new
The
cook.
cook. I found him hiding in the armory, standing over a dead body.
Stabbed in the back. Well, now they know who it is.
There will be another. I
need to leave.
understand everyone wants to get laid. We disembark by seniority.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! You mustn't steal.
Careful, unless you want everybody to know what he's got.
Might as well jump ship at this point.
It's gonna jump overboard?
Yeah, fuck that. He really wants to get laid.
Yeah.
That kid must really want to get laid.
If only you knew.
You walked away from me last night and did something very foolish to a man whose temper you can no longer afford to provoke.
He moved on, Flint. I responded. It made me feel better.
Probably.
You can never forget who these men are. They are not our friends. They are not our subjects. They want your father's business. That is the only reason we do not bind their knives at our throats.
One wrong move and you're done.
It's just that she got angry, and that happens.
Yeah,
She
but-
knew how to deal with the other guy. This one, it's a bit more touchy.
5,000 pesos in pearls. Don't leave much in the reserves.
An investment, if you'll allow. Good morning, Captain.
I like his look. Don't know if I like him, but I like his look.
It seems that Captain Flint has for weeks been chasing a piece of information that would enable the bearer to know the precise whereabouts of the Spanish treasure carrier, de Lima.
And you know this how?
Because the thief who stole it from him has offered to sell it to me. 5,000 pesos for a chance at 5 million.
A chance.
You'd empty our reserves to purchase what? Scrap of paper someone told you may be worth something.
They have no reason to lie to me.
They have 5,000 reasons to lie to you.
As far as they know, it's just a piece of paper.
Remind me, how many leads have the Guthries brought us since you two had your falling out?
Some favoritism or lack of?
Fuck's this program?
He thought that Flint was the only one standing in the way of his being crowned king. Wrong.
Hey, friend, can you point me to the blacksmith? Point to the butcher.
Spreading word that he's going certain places. Good. He is not down.
Anybody know where to cook with?
Oh, Jesus.
It's a small place, though. They've got connections.
Max, I want to fuck.
You only paid for one hand, dude.
That bitch keeps you all to herself.
And she pays for the privilege.
What are you doing?
Don't let me interrupt. It's your fucking turn. Certainly.
Oh, no.
Outside!
Awkward.
This is going to require a bit of an explanation.
Come back later, mon cher.
Have you no decency?
He
I
says
only
holding
got
his...
one hand job per month.
He says that holding his trousers. Just,
Flint, onto me.
And so you come here? You fucked me.
Hey, you wanted to be a part of this.
After I get payment, we meet at the boat in the cove and leave tonight. Unless there's something else keeping you here.
Yeah.
A beautiful woman named Eleanor, maybe?
I was told Richard Guthrie was the fence in Nassau. But unless he went and sprouted tits, you're not him.
She's got the name.
I'm his daughter, Eleanor.
A schoolgirl and a sugar monkey.
We pay in coin, trade, or credit the moment your goods enter my warehouse. Around 4 reales on the dollar.
Half our profits go to you.
But the more you earn, the better the terms.
And this is a rare thing that's going on here, so...
Port Royal's not that far. I think I'll keep my haul and my profits.
Well, you might want to keep that decision to yourself.
Why is that?
Because the last fool who turned it down was never seen or heard from again. But the same can't be said for his plunder.
She has influence.
Perhaps you'll find me more of a match than that other craven bastard.
You really think you can beat that?
Charles Vane of the Ranger.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make a deal with you, miss.
The Negro gentleman that takes our goods, does he?
She has influence. She knows people. And she knows what she has. She can afford to do the business this way because she knows they'll always come back.
Unnoticed, my crew hasn't been given the same kind of information from you about potential prizes that others currently do receive.
There's bad blood, I think.
Things were better, are better for the both of us when you and I are on the same side of things. I I would like to return to that.
The idea that I would withhold valuable leads for personal reasons is fucking absurd.
I will believe it though.
I don't like the way you run your ship. Women are undisciplined, unruly. For as much money as they bring in, they cause twice as much damage. Fucking animals, you encourage it.
You expect me to believe this is about business?
I don't give a fuck what you believe. You killed a member of a crew that has value to me.
Flint's so weak he needed protection from you, and I'm the poor investment.
From where I sit, you coming here means one of two things.
Desperate.
Either you're under the illusion that with Flint gone, I have no other choice than to give you what you want. Or you think because you and I used to fuck, you can cross me without any consequences.
She's so strong. I really like her. She's got an attitude that I respect.
She has power and she knows it.
Shall I wait?
Captain Vane was just leaving.
Oh, rejected, man. I don't know what happened between them back then. As long as I don't really know, I can't really take a side, but I like hers right now. Him and Eleanor?
On a seller schedule. I need a boat and I need a method of payment.
What about gold coins?
Gold is too heavy. I was thinking pearls. And I want to know the exact value of what I'm getting.
He's really good. Like I said, his job would be to understand the crew and say that to the captain, so he understands people, how they work.
Any chances after a quick fuck?
With Anne Bonny standing guard.
Anne Bonny is a name I know.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wasn't Anne Bonny a captain or something?
I'm gonna have to look it up, I guess.
Sure I can't suck your cock while you do that?
Thank you.
Fucking beavers. My father's under arrest.
A fugitive, technically. He was injured in the escape, but he'll survive.
He's been bribing the Lord's proprietor for years. They've agreed to make him governor here.
It would appear they've had a change of heart.
You don't seem concerned about this.
I never much liked your father.
She's not talking about your opinion of the man. Once news spreads of Mr. Guthrie's arrest, our operation here will no longer be viable.
Yeah.
True.
And his ships, if they are not impounded already, will be on their way back to Boston. We are finished here.
I like, by the way, that she was more worried also about the business than her dad.
About a Spaniard named Vasquez.
Okay. If your father could not help, maybe you can. And that would mean a new start for all of them. People are involved, be careful. He is a bit of a loose cannon.
You. Is there a problem, Captain? She doesn't have your page. Flint does. His crew's skipping around the island like the prize is as good as theirs.
Mr. Singleton is not the seller, I assure you.
What did you just say?
You are mistaken.
Get the fuck on.
Well, he is.
Fuck us out of our money.
Okay. Are you gonna do something?
Jesus, lady.
She's not subtle, but
Yeah, you're okay.
yeah, you got him.
I heard her shout, so it was a shout.
He got him or he grazed him.
A little bit of blood, yeah.
Unless Mr. Singleton rose from the grave to eavesdrop on us, it would appear she's telling the truth.
If you're lying, you'll answer to me.
He has a presence. I would fear him. I understand why Eleanor doesn't want to do business with him.
Yeah.
No one has ever taken a treasure galleon like that as a prize.
Let me worry about hunting her. It's what comes after, for which I'll need your help.
With money like that and my father out of business, why not run?
Scummy our way, can't be outrun. We could build ships to defend our shores and train new men to sail.
It's like he's not just looking for freedom, for money and a good life. He wants to protect what they have.
Then whoever arrives on our shores first will be in for a most unwelcome surprise. A nation of thieves.
It sounds good.
Tiveland.
Turning pirates into farmers and soldiers.
Why not?
He has a dream.
They're not animals, Mr. Scott. They're men starved of hope. Give that back to them. Who's to say what could happen?
Yeah.
Why do this? Why here?
Odysseus, on his journey home to Ithaca, is visited by a ghost.
He's really a knowledge man.
Ghost tells him to pick up an oar and walk inland until somebody mistakes that oar for a shovel. And that's where he'd find peace. In the end, that's all I want. To walk away from the sea and find some peace.
Okay. He wants to create a place where he gets to retire and live happily. Without concerns.
Taken from me.
Vane just met with Fraser at the brothel. I assume he's the buyer, but he's using a whore as the go-between. I'll have Billy
Her
to keep
friend.
an eye on things.
Ah, shit. Split allegiances.
What are you gonna do now, Eleanor?
This page is so important. Whoever ends up with it can do so much. So
You and I have a decision to make, and it must be made right now.
Max, I need you to give me the schedule.
She knows.
The money he can get from his prize, he can give this place a future, he can give us a future here. He will kill me. I can protect you.
you couldn't protect her before. Who knows what can happen to her?
I have a boat waiting. I will have enough money for us to start new.
But I can't leave here.
Why not?
She's in it for her, but not her for her.
Because I've spent my life trying to build something here.
What you were talking about last episode.
Yeah.
It's all I have. I can't just walk away.
It is not all you have. I will never, ever leave you.
I'm afraid she's gonna
I
die.
feel bad for Max.
Yeah. I don't think she loves her. Like, she cares, but the business, the legacy, her role in all of this is more important.
Come with me. Right now. We can have a life together.
Yeah, but
And it started.
it's not the life she wants.
Really bad for her.
Come in.
Oh no.
You've betrayed her. And I'm afraid she's gonna die at the end of the episode or something.
The Rex had gone down.
Oh my god, she's feeling so betrayed
Max,
right
please.
now.
Get the fuck out.
Regardless of feelings, Max has a lot more to gain from escaping with her. And as much as she's saying, oh, you could free us both, Eleanor has a lot here. And I feel like she wants to prove herself,
Yeah.
wants to show that she can be the one in charge. Like, disregard her father, look to her instead. It's her business, it's her people, it's her house.
That's technically the only thing that she has to her name. And it's not even her name, it's her father's name, but she's the
trying
one
to make it,
taking charge of it, you know?
She's trying to make a place for herself there, be known, and now it's being threatened, and she trusts Flint, so it sucks for Max though.
There's nothing in there but opium addicts, lunatics.
The pulse. He says, you give me the pulse.
No. I want him out of here.
I know you can hear me! You want your money, you show your fucking face!
Would you? You're terrifying. I would not show
I
myself
would
to
probably
you.
expect you to just kill me.
But that doesn't change the fact that unless we give this fellow the...
And after this, you really want him to come out?
Yeah?
Come out here and face me!
It is important this deal goes through tonight. Do not scuzzle this fight.
Who keeps sending
He
people?
says, you give me the pulse.
Oh,
No one gets the pearl now.
he's a sneaky guy, and he has already said he doesn't want to confront people. He'd rather flee, hide. If you lose sight of him, he's gone. Not bad.
I was gonna memorize it.
Make it so that they can't kill him. That would be great.
I hope that is good with it though.
His life depends on it. How can you read that?
Could you memorize a page in like a few minutes like this?
The big lines, maybe. That's how you die. Oh no! Not the pearls! I guess no one's getting paid.
Where's the page? You're looking at it.
It's all in my head, mate.
I took drastic measures for the sake of my survival.
Yeah. It's both very risky and very great.
Usually that's the only way for someone to survive in those circumstances, you know?
Is it a wife? We kind of talked about how Eleanor might have some sort of crush. I think it's more just respect.
Yeah?
Could be a wife.
Take off your boots. I'll boil some water.
There's a reason why he wants to settle and be at peace, so... He never allowed himself since, last episode to just drop the facade, drop the strength, sleep. I think she might be a wife. Again, I don't remember anything from this, so...
He has a lot to lose then.
When you have no family, when you have no friends, you just have yourself to look out for. You can basically do whatever, but yeah, you got people to defend or a business to defend. So when you've got an attachment somewhere, you would want to create a safe space to keep them there, just live your life with them. Hence why Flint and Eleanor have something in this plan, like that's worth it.
Yeah.
Hence why they want to work together. She is in charge of, I mean, even if she loses the respect and the relations from her father, because he's been, I mean, now there's a warrant for his arrest and people will stop making business with him. She still knows all of these people. She knows how to handle them. She's been dealing with money a lot, and they also have their fortune. I don't know if they will lose it, but she's still in charge. This is her place, or at least, you know, it's been the establishment. Like there was talk about her buying it, so she's a businesswoman that knows how to do her job, just like the quartermaster who's fucking good at his job too. These people are valuable, so that's those you would target more to make a deal with and create this place. For it to work, you need to team up with the businesswoman, you need to team up with the spies, you need to team up with those with the information and the money.
Yeah.
So he's starting to prepare for the eventuality that he'll get a shit ton of money, and I think this is a reason why he would do it. Maybe a wife.
To protect that place?
Yeah. And I guess, I mean...
Do you think that maybe Eleanor was scared of leaving because that's all that she knows? I mean, Max said it best, like, her father abandoned her, her mother was taken from her, and she's all alone. She needs to be tough to make it work. She needs to do business with these men, and like a friend, I don't remember his name. Do you remember the name of the guy who's advising Eleanor?
I don't remember either.
But I mean, he reminded her that these men, they're not your friends. They're not. You cannot try to be threatening with them and expect them to not retaliate.
It is a dangerous business.
Yeah, it's a dangerous business.
I feel like Max saw a side of Eleanor that was mostly the emotions and the consequences of being treated like, you know, she didn't really exist. Like, she's there, we know she's doing her job, we know she's valuable, but people overlooked her constantly to see her father. Even though she could back it up, and she has, you know, people on her side that would defend her, like fucking Vane, who went after the merchants that would not deal with her because of who she is.
It's true that for the people's eyes, it is her father's name. It is her father that is the embodiment of who's in charge there, but she's the one making the business.
And I feel like to Max, she complains about how messed up those people are, how messed up it is that his father is the one they look up to, like they want to make business with, but he has not set a foot in this place in so long. He doesn't know who they are. He doesn't know the reality. He doesn't even pretend. Like, we talked about him in the first episode, how I said, you know, he pretended to be above everyone else when in fact, like, he's not any different, except he's not out there doing the job.
Yeah.
He still chose to exchange, you know, sell their stuff and give them their money. Like, you still are doing business with these people, so don't pretend you're not one of them. Mm-hmm. You're not one of them, but you're still a criminal. You're still, like, you're not above any of them. You're just as low, except you have the title and you have the money. So I feel like he had this, you know, holier than thou attitude that pissed her off, because she's the one in Nassau. She's the one dealing with them. She's the one keeping things, you know, calm.
Mm-hmm.
And still they're overlooking her, and they want to do business with her father. They treat him as if he's the big deal. And I think she genuinely cares about the place. And this is the side of her that maybe Max did not understand, because I think she heard the grievances. I hate my dad. He abandoned me. He abandoned this place. I'm not happy. They keep, you know, using me or creating trouble for me. I feel the stress. So whenever she felt that she needed a shoulder to just lay on and she needed an escape, she would go to Max. So they had a connection, but where Max saw, and I don't think it's love per se, I feel like Max saw the potential for freedom with her, because it's a connection, it's a reason to leave, it's also the means to sustain themselves. Although she's the one that found the money, it would, you know, give her motivation to just escape and have a new life, not be on her own, like have someone to survive with and just start anew. So with Max, she saw in her the idea of freedom, escape, renewal. But for Eleanor, she only saw in Max an escape to her current problems, but it's not enough to leave behind everything that she loves, truly loves, which I think is the place, the people she deals with, and the business.
You could say that even though that she likes, I won't say love, even though that she likes Max, the business part of it, I won't say that it's our true love per se.
Well, maybe.
But she cares more about that aspect of her life than for Max, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like Max was just a way for her to let loose and forget about her problems, and she was good at that, and they did have a connection. They did care. But if you ask her to choose between Nassau, the people she deals with, and her legacy, because I feel like she's a true businesswoman, she knows how to do her job, and she wants to prove herself in a certain way. Maybe because her father abandoned her.
True.
You know, he would have left her behind maybe because he thought that, I think it was Vane who said that her father would choose the business over daughters.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like deep down maybe she's trying to prove
Doing
that
the
she's
same.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like when you ask her to choose between Max, which yes, allowed her to have some sort of freedom, that's true, would not give her the future she wants. And the place that is the future she wants, even though that gives her trouble, that gives her stress, and that makes her deal with people she doesn't like, she would still choose the place because this is really what she values. This is what she is looking forward to, that future. So it sucks for Max, but I was afraid she was gonna die, by the way. She could still be caught and killed, but because like now Vane doesn't have the page. He doesn't know where. I mean, he's probably gonna know that Flint has something, but I don't know. If he finds out what's been going on, that John has learned the schedule and he's now the key, he will go after them. I don't know. I'm calling him John. He'll go after them maybe to get him. He's the valuable one now. But she's also an accomplice, so if she has information and they think she has information, she could still get caught and whatever. It could also just be a revenge thing. Apparently, according to Eleanor, the way he runs his ship is fucking barbaric, and he encourages killing and basically they represent perfectly the whole whisper of monsters out there.
But do you think that wasn't all true? Because if they did have a fallout, she could potentially not give them best gossip, like best intel about merchandise.
Actually, I do believe her when she says that she has a good reason not to give him the intel, and that's because she doesn't like how he runs his ship. I feel like Eleanor is no bullshit. She's good at separating business and emotions.
Yeah.
Because like just like in episode 1, I said it several times, but I'm bringing it up again. How she handled that guy who insulted her. Since he was a good provider and brought in money, him and his crew, she knew she should not anger the captain of that ship. Like she should not anger this crew. So as soon as she found out that he was valuable, she did not go after him. She just, made a joke of it.
You have value? I'm gonna laugh at it. If you don't have any value, that would have been different. You're gonna be dead tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that would definitely have been different, I think. So yes, she can, lose control of herself. That's when she goes to Max. Whenever Vane got involved and made it. Basically, when she feels like she's losing control, when she feels like people are playing their games and not thinking of her and what it's doing to her.
That could be maybe why she also didn't want to leave that place. You said that she might be afraid of losing control.
Maybe.
Because right now, she's in control of what she's doing. Like business, she knows it, she's in control of it. But fleeing, escaping with Max, that's uncertainty.
I don't think she's afraid of. No, I don't think she's afraid of uncertainty as much. Well, maybe in the daily life, but I feel like she didn't leave with her just because that's not the life she wanted for herself.
True, but
she cared more about the place. But still, I feel like when she told Vane that, Charles, when she told them that, yes, about how, why she did not give him the tips, I completely believed her because I think she's good at separating her personal life and the business.
You know what?
If he brings back money, why would she not give him the tips?
You know what? Kind of reminds me when people say that, women, they're emotional, they cannot, they only think about, they're irrational.
Not her.
They're too emotional to think straight. Well, basically you got a man's perspective, the fact that the reason why she didn't give him good intel is because they used to sleep together and they had a falling out. But she brought back a reasonable reason. Your men are shit. Your men are doing bad business for that place.
But then again, the line is thin because Flint was not bringing in any money recently, and she still gave him a loan because I think she has loyalty to some of them. Vane completely lost her support. So on the personal side, if you ended up being in trouble, she could still look out for you and help you because she knows that in the long run, like, first of all, I think Flint deserves it because of his legacy, because of who he used to be and what he used to do.
He has a reputation. She knows him well. He's a good captain, and he can sort of control his men, contrary to Vane and his crew.
On a business level, he's no longer, kind of like her partner said, like, he's not an investment or anything. He's just an inconvenience right now. Like, he's not bringing in anything, but since she has loyalty, she respects him, that she still helped him. So the personal got involved in that aspect. But with Vane, the personal is not going to get involved anymore. Like, there's no more favors for him.
Yeah.
Because they are no longer, together. But I still believe the reason why she's not giving him intel is that, not the personal stuff. I like to think that she has a good head on her shoulders and she's not letting emotions run over. That's how you're good. I mean, that shows she's a good businesswoman, and she could be in charge. I'm not saying you can be loyal to people. You can be, you can reject others. Like, the guy is a loose cannon. He's killing people. He's manipulating. He's fucking doing deals in the background. He is also putting other captains in danger. So he is not helping the place to prosper, because all he wants is his own advancement. Like, he wants to become something.
His own gain, yeah.
Yeah. And with that talk of kings and stuff, which sounds like I want the power for myself, Flint, I think, wants it in order to create a space where they can just live at peace, but Vane would want it to just have power. This is the vibe I'm getting. It could change, but right now this is the vibe I'm getting.
No, I think you're right. So Flint, he has a wife, you think?
I think
or
so.
a lover?
And as for the crew, I don't think they know about that. I think he's pretending to be the fact that when she said drop your boots and stuff, he completely dropped on the ground. I think it shows that he can be one man with her and another man with them. We saw it last episode, how he pretends to be a certain way, how he sells those lies. You got Billy who chose to follow him. He's going to be doubting it. Like, Flint is going to have to prove himself. And right now, the crew is happy to follow him. But again, if he does not have anything to show for this, like, they will eventually drop him once more. So we do have John. We have the thief. But then again, that depends. Will he give you the information? Will it be the right information? Now he's confirmed his security, like his safety, but if he gives up the information, there's no need to keep him alive. So he could keep the information for as long as necessary. He'll need assurance that they won't kill him first second he gives them stuff.
True.
So I feel like they get to go on that quest, they get to try and convince him to give the information, and Vane is going to go on a chase to get him to... I can't really judge him as a captain, but I feel like he has a good entourage. Rackham would be the guy that's with him always.
Yeah.
He understands, kind of like...
The one who fell in the sea.
Is he his quartermaster, or is he just someone who follows him around and helps him around?
I don't think he's his quartermaster,
he's a bit
but
young,
he's one of his close, one of his right-hand men, I guess.
I don't know, but he seems to really understand, like, he's not dumb. He thinks before he acts. He doesn't want to cause trouble if he doesn't have to, and because, like, if that stops him from getting the information he needs, like, he knows what to do. So I kind of like him. I feel like
he's the rational part of the team.
Yeah.
Because you got Bunny, you got him, and you got Aunt Bunny.
Bunny is the fucking guard dog.
Yeah.
A bit unedged and she just, yeah, she seems brutal. Which, by the way, the name sounds familiar. I feel maybe in Uncharted 4, I've heard about an Anne Bonny or something, like a pirate captain or something. Maybe that's not the name, but that reminds me of that. So correct me if I'm wrong or tell me the true story there. But I'm pretty sure this is mostly fiction, maybe inspired by, you know, the real names of the real cities for sure, the names of captains that were known back then, or pirates that were known, but everything else might be fiction, which is still fucking cool. It's the culture, it's the adventures, and it's the search for treasure, search for freedom. We can get behind that.
Alright, so that's it for episode 2, guys.
Yes, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't want to, the next one will be on YouTube next week.
Yes.
So see you then, guys.
Bye.